Holy crap!
Are we alive? Because there were a lot of detours that time.
It's fine! Perfectly fine! I make no mistakes! Oh, Carrie! You are a paragon!
I'm pretty sure we almost died.
Paragon! Say it! Unless you think you can do better. I could send you...
Nope, you nailed it. No complaints.
This is unmistakably the right castle. However, Hardiscarth is the castle's old name. How did she know this?
So, the castle's floating, right? I'm guessing that's because of the rune lens.
Correct. The magical overflow holds her aloft. Stunning, is she not? A truly fitting abode for the king of the revenants.
Henceforth to be known as my thrall.
Perhaps it's in our best interests to keep an eye on this castle after it's been retaken. Nothing.
We can sort that out later. All right, let's get started. Everybody keep a cool head.
Poopy.
Ha! Says a person who's most likely to get carried away. Missions like this call for a laid-back approach.
Says the guy who's so laid back his head touches the ground.
I'll stay here and provide support. Speak to me if you need to change your team.
And if you want to check on Noah, let me know and I'll blink over for a peek.
Go get him, team.
Ah, now here is a face I thought not to gaze upon again. Were he wise, he would have remained in his slumber, instead of clambering back to his own subjugation. Ever the fool, don't you agree?
Marcus, my king. My king, you have returned. My king, my beloved. This castle of corpses was our abode.
Is not even the passing of centuries enough to dull our human attachments? Or is it simply that his are abnormally strong? The latter, perhaps. I suppose it does take a tenacious man to vie for his kingdom even after being rendered a corpse.
What do you call these ugly plants?
How dare he infest my castle with such repugnant flora? I command you to nip these eyesores in the bud.
What? You mean like thwack 'em? Okay.
All right. Now what? I don't think the castle goes any higher than this.
We meet again, old friend.
The thief who stole my throne shall not address me as friend. On this day, I avenge myself, Dirad.
He's not the only one here for vengeance. You're gonna pay for what you did to our village.
I was worried you'd be off with your army of dead guys, but this works out nicely. 2 birds, 1 stone.
And what do you mean by that?
We can take care of you and this castle's rune lens in one fell swoop. Luck is smiling on us today for sure.
How absurd! It was a boorish mistake to intrude on me and my beloved. And such things must be punished.
I shall allow none to trespass. Least of all, these living wretches.
What the?
It's her. Your sins pile upon each other, Dirad.
Sins? You mean love? As soon you shall see.
I'm gonna tear you apart!
Oh, baby! If you've no intention of becoming my thrall, then I'll just have to wipe you out.
We did it!
Yeah, somehow. Man, was she ridiculously strong.
No! What have you done? Come back to me, my beloved!
Could you not hear her soul crying out for salvation? After her beauty changed and her life expired, she was lashed to this world against her will. Your love meant nothing to her. For what is eternal life to one who rejects it?
No! No, no, no!
Don't worry, pal. You'll be joining her shortly. Although, I think you might have just been dumped. Ouch.
Must you wretched guardians always stand in my way?
Excuse me? You set foot where you didn't belong, and now you're gonna die for good!
Get him, girl! Show that monster what the people of Yarnan are made of!
Indeed, Dirad, you are not worthy of dying by my hand. Fear not, Guardian. Should you be struck down, I will animate your corpse and complete our revenge.
Thanks, but I think I'll do it just right the first time.
Poo-poo-poo-poo-pee!
Told you it was over.
Impossible.
You defiled my home! Do you know how special that place was? I had nothing! No one! Yarnan was everything to me! And I'm not gonna let you take that away!
Though our eyes no longer shed tears, we remember what it is to have a heart and to feel pain.
No. This is mine. It was all mine.
I will have my throne and my powers back now.
No, no! Stay away! I'll not be vanquished by the likes of you!
Farewell, miscreant. Your sins were many, but I shall not forget that I once named you friend.
Is it over? Also, sounds like you two had quite the backstory.
That tale ended centuries ago. To speak of it now would change nothing. What jealousy touched, jealousy destroyed, costing a man his friend and the woman he loved. 'Tis a threadbare tale.
Is that the primal ends?
I'm ready. Very well. Let's begin by discussing our current situation.
Great. Can we start with how I talked until I was blue in the face just to convince this stubborn...
You didn't convince me of anything. I am here because the fate of our entire race hangs in the balance. Commander Noah, I presume. My name is Lakian Arcathes Fawood. I come here on behalf of the Fawood clan, as well as the Elvish Table of Elders. We have been informed of the Empire's Rune Lens research, the abductions in the Greatwood, and their repugnant violations of the League of Nations' sovereignty. The elves will not turn a blind eye to such. We seek to join the Alliance.
Your strength and courage would be most welcome. Thank you.
Okay, is no one gonna give me any credit?
This isn't about you.
I have asked the elves to shelter their army in the forest. We don't want to show our hand to the Empire too soon.
There are other minor forces through the League's territory that have declared for the Alliance. Unfortunately, many have declared for the Empire as well.
I have succeeded in bringing a large number of surviving Eucrisian and Norasturi troops here to the castle. However, I have not been able to account for General Electra, or Captain Maxim, who stayed in Athribalt, or King Celis, who fled the city.
The General was so brave. There are whispers of other groups who continue to oppose the Empire. Sadly, there is precious little time remaining to us.
We should try to connect with as many of them as we can before our clash with the Empire.
Yes. It's never too late to keep trying.
So that's where those allied rats hide. From the look of it, one would hardly know they raised it from an abandoned citadel.
Shall I leave the building unharmed, Your Grace?
No. This castle will soon be their grave. I have no use for such a Golgotha.
I cannot believe these stubborn wretches are still trying to swim against the flow of history. It is a castle of fools!
Shall I send a runner demanding surrender?
If they're of a mind to capitulate, they'd have done so already.
So we attack without mercy?
Do you object, General Goldwyn?
As I understand it, there are many children in the Alliance. Need we scatter lives so young to the wind?
The General, hailed as defender of the Empire, is concerned about the lives of pups who bared their fangs at his motherland. Fortunately for you, General, your Emperor has already cast his judgment. I trust you will obey.
I know my place.
Narengard, where is that brutish corpse of yours?
One moment.
Greetings, Dukes Aldrich. You will be pleased to learn the rats who crept into my home are now sustenance for my beloved. Rest assured your plans may go forward unimpeded.
They had better.
Never fear.
Not bad. Sure you don't want to stay that way?
And deprive the world of my impossibly handsome visage. What a loathsome suggestion.
10 points for unshakable confidence.
I, too, prefer my thrall's rugged good looks, and I deserve the very best.
Am I just not seeing it?
It sure took the Empire long enough. I figured they'd stage this attack a hell of a lot sooner.
Let's just pray that extra time is what decides the winner of this war.
Cool.
Now all that's left is to wait for the signal. I think I'll head back to the castle. The rest is up to you, Marissa.
What? Hey! No fair!
They finally found us.
Yes, but not as quickly as we feared. The delay has given us time to squeeze in a few last preparations.
Speaking of, I've squeezed in a few more rescued soldiers.
And I've squeezed our new recruits as hard as I can in their training.
Got the troops outfitted too, but barely, and much to the annoyance of my extremely tired craftsmen and merchants.
I finished preparing the magical ritual we'll use to signal Marissa. It took delicate adjustments to make sure I channeled the message correctly through the men here, but I'm so perfect, I got it on the 3rd try. It would have been harder, except someone had already performed a similar rite there before. So...
A final showdown with the Empire? Yar! I be ready to hustle!
Let's knock those villains all the way back home, cousin!
But if we lose...
We won't. Not a chance. Right, Sane?
That's right. This time we stop Aldrich no matter what.
Some say victory and defeat are a breath apart. I say victory goes to those who work the hardest. We have earned this.
Yep, there's no stopping us now.
We can do this!
The enemy is still readying their troops. There won't be a battle until the morrow at the earliest. Let us use this night to nourish our strength and courage.
Good idea.
We've done everything in our power. All that remains is to win.
And we will.
So, good luck tomorrow and all that.
It's going to be a very long day, Noah. Get some rest.
You too.
And now, on with the show.
Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful and kind-hearted girl named Cinderella.
Oh, Mother.
After Cinderella's mother died, her father's new wife and the woman's daughters moved into their home. But Cinderella's stepmother was cruel, and her stepsisters jealous of the girl's beauty.
Cinderella? Cinderella! Finish that cleaning at once, and then you can wash the dishes. There is much work to do, and I will not tolerate your laziness.
Yahaha! Look at those filthy clothes. But I suppose they're perfect for a kitchen maid like you.
Then, one day, the prince of the kingdom proclaimed he was throwing a ball. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters attended in their finest clothes, but they refused to take the poor girl along. Before the weeping child's eyes appeared a fairy.
Really? Oh, thank you.
And with that, the fairy gave Cinderella her final present, a beautiful pair of glass slippers. Cinderella was the center of attention at the ball. Even the prince was captivated by her beauty.
Oh, what a splendid evening! But it will soon be midnight. I must away.
Wait, fair maiden.
The prince picked up the glass slipper and vowed to find the young woman to whom it belonged.
That's my slipper, all right. It's certain to fit.
You must make it fit, darling.
But neither of the cruel stepsisters were able to get the slipper on. But lo and behold, when Cinderella tried the slipper on, it was a perfect fit. And so Cinderella and the prince were wed, and they lived happily ever after.
Well, there's the dragon we heard about. Whoa, okay. It doesn't want anyone near it, that's for sure. And I'm not pushing my luck.
Whoa. Just look at that shine. I know what's happening here. This is spontaneous lensosynthesis.
Spontaneous what now?
Raw lens is pure condensed magic, right? It's what powers the rune lenses. In today's world, we only know how to use it as a power source, but there used to be technology that let people craft finished rune lenses from the raw material. One theory is that the people who built the rune barrows had that technology. Anyway, sometimes raw lens is created spontaneously inside the ground, or, in rare cases, inside living things.
So, okay, then the reason the dragon is shining
is because raw lens spontaneously formed inside it, no question. But there's one icky little problem.
What's that? Did we beat it?
Beat a dragon? Oh, you're funny. Forget the fact that it's a dragon imbued with raw lens. It just needed someone to snap at. My guess is that it was struggling with the anger welling up inside and it needed a way to vent. And there's your proof, see? It's calmed down a little. I think it's starting to adjust to the lens.
Adjust?
Right, so, one of the side effects of spontaneous lensosynthesis is that it triggers a kind of power surge at first. The host loses control of itself. But if the host manages to adjust, then the power becomes its own, a natural extension of its own body. The bigger and tougher the host, the more room that power has to grow. That said, our bodies don't always play nice with us. There's always a chance the raw lens could trigger another surge.
So it has to live with that? Forever? Huh?
What's happening? Noah's lens absorbed the raw material?
Whoa there. I'm glad you're in better spirits. That's a good dragon. My name is Noah. What's yours? Chandra? That's a beautiful name. Girl? You're a girl? Okay. Hey, I'm sorry if we hit you too hard.
I think you're the one who's punch drunk. You're talking to dragons now?
When I made contact with Chandra's lens, I could sort of sense a little bit of what she's thinking. I don't know. Maybe I imagined it. Really? You want to come along with us? Yes, of course. That would be amazing.
Master Scene?
Yes, Yelu?
I just wanted to thank you again for rescuing us.
I don't deserve that. I failed to save your family, and as a citizen of the Empire, I owe you so much more. That's why winning tomorrow's battle is so important. We'll be defending the lives and livelihoods of countless people, not just your village, but people across the League of Nations. Also, the citizens of the Empire must be saved from the ambitions of a tyrant. And I believe we can do it.
I believe it too. And I'm praying you come back safely.
We'll need all the luck we can get if we're to make it through the day. So every prayer you say makes me feel all the stronger. Noah? Hello, Noah.
I'm, well, sorry I barged in like that.
Barged in? On what? Noah, do you remember our first conversation down in the Rune Barrows?
Yeah, I do. It was so quiet. Just like now.
Look how much our lives have changed. You've gone from a newcomer in the Watch to the commander of the Alliance, and I've left the Empire to fight at your side.
I guess it is pretty strange. My mind's been so wrapped up in everything going on that I've forgotten how to reminisce.
Well, at least you haven't changed much. You meddle on a much bigger scale now, but otherwise, eh.
Oh, that's all I've changed? Eh?
When we met, I thought my path in life was fame, renown, and living for my family. My father had pinned his hopes on my elder brother. When he died on the battlefield, grief overwhelmed my mother and she completely closed down. On that day, I decided it was my turn to step up. I lived for my house so blindly that I even raised my blade against you, my friend. It's like every decision I made to that point was wrong. And now, I don't know who I am anymore.
Really? 'Cause I just see the same person you've always been.
And what is that?
Someone who has this... Well, I guess you'd call it a creed? Or a code, maybe. Values that you stick by, no matter what. I saw it in you at the Barrows. I saw it in you when we fought in Eltisvice. And I see it in you now.
A code?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what I was thinking that day I left Kashiri. I just sort of went. But then to meet someone like you, A man with actual goals and principles. It was mind-blowing. And I admired you for it.
So why do you keep fighting this war? And don't say to meddle, because we both know it's more than that.
My mother died when Lane and I were little, so Dad was the one who raised us. He did everything. And then one day, poof, he was gone too. Some bandits raided the village. He decided to fight back. And... As a kid, I couldn't begin to understand why he did that. In fact, I hated him for it. I hated that he made it his problem when he didn't have to. Like, was whatever he was trying to accomplish that much more important than us? I wanted so badly to understand him.
I see. And did you find your answer?
Yeah. Turns out I'm a lot more like him than I realized. I wouldn't be here if he hadn't stood up that day to protect me, Lean, and the rest of the village. So that's why I'm doing the same now.
Well, don't forget there are lots of people ready to fight for you as well. Including me.
Thanks, Sane. I'm glad you'll be with me for the battle tomorrow.
So long as we remain together, we cannot lose. I should go, Noah. Have to rest up for tomorrow.
That we do.
Ah, Noah!
Everything all right, Yuma?
Oh, well, I suppose I'm so nervous about tomorrow that I'm having trouble falling asleep. I thought talking with Periel might calm my nerves, but when I went to her quarters, she wasn't there. Janquist didn't seem to know where she was either, so I've been trying to figure out where she might... by which I mean...
Yes?
She's not in your quarters, is she?
I think you've got the wrong idea.
Oh! Goodness, but I'm so very worried. Ever since those Imperial troops appeared on the horizon, she's had this agonized expression on her face. I do hope nothing bad happened. But she seems to trust you, so if you see her, do you think you could reach out?
Sure. I'll do that.
All right. I'm so useless. No wonder she doesn't confide in me. I wonder where Periel went.
Hey! Noah, you're supposed to be in bed.
Sorry, Leon.
Amusing, coming from a gal who can't get to sleep because she's too excited.
Mimi, shh, don't tell him that.
Aha! Caught in a web of lies.
Web, it's one little lie. That's like a strand of a lie, if anything.
The web thickens.
No, man, webs do not thicken. I mean... Funny, though. Feels like it was only yesterday that we met.
That's how life is. Time rolls by without you noticing. Until one day, you're looking around, wondering where it all went.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Say, Noah, after we win tomorrow and send the Empire packing, what you gonna do with yourself?
I honestly haven't given it much thought.
Really? Okay, so hear me out. What if we formed a new watch? We could hunt monsters, teach brigands a lesson or two, fun times like that.
That does sound fun, actually.
I know, right? Mimi, are you in?
I must finish my journey of the sword.
Oh, boo!
But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tag along for a little while. A connection like ours deserves that much.
Really? Wow! Now we just got a Rogarin! Well, now that I've got something to look forward to, I'm gonna tuck in. Big victory in the works tomorrow and all that, right? Sleep well, you two.
She'll never change.
No, probably not.
And neither will you. You're steady as a rock, which is probably why so many people stand by you. As for me, you've taken me on an incredible journey as a swordswoman, and I'm grateful.
Oh, I didn't do anything special.
Well, perhaps I'll turn in as well. Can't swing a sword with tired arms, after all.
Yeah.
We're going to win, Noah.
We sure are.
Oh, hey, forgot to mention, when we form our new watch, I'm carrying over my status as senior member.
Wouldn't have it any other way, boss.
That's my kiddo.
Trouble sleeping, Commander. I needn't stress how crucial it is to be rested for tomorrow, I trust.
Yeah, I know. Melridge, tell me something, and don't lie. Do we have any chance at winning this thing?
Well, I suppose you deserve an accurate assessment of our chances. If every single one of our ruses is a success, I place our odds at 3 in 10.
3 in 10? That's... wow.
Yes. Wow. That said, and I do not put this out into the world as some hollow lie to boost morale, I believe we will win.
Wait, really?
The thing about people is that you can't take their full measure based on mere numbers and information. To me, that's the most fascinating part of living. As a tactician, I look at the numbers, analyze the strategy, and tell you 3 in 10. But when I look at how hard everyone has prepared for tomorrow, and how resolutely they face the challenge, I believe something different. I believe it's what's inside that will decide who wins. And by the measure of our hearts and spirits, we are certain to carry the day. So that is my answer, given not as a tactician, but as a rather plain man named Melridge.
I'm glad you said that. Because I feel like we're gonna win too.
Then we shall. I should retire now. After all, I have to prepare not only a battle plan, but a victory feast.
Make it a good one.
Hey, Noah. Out taking the air? Probably wouldn't kill you to catch some shut-eye.
I'm on it.
The fates of a lot of folks are on the line tomorrow.
I know, Gar. It's a big responsibility, but I'm ready to shoulder it.
Didn't think I had to worry. All you gotta do is stand tall like always. We'll fight for you to our dying breath.
Thanks, Gar.
Tell me that after we win. Nothing fills a mercenary's belly like a savory meal after a sweet victory. So let's make sure we get extra helpings of both, yeah?
Good plan.
The damn Empire doesn't stand a chance. Night. Oh, and get to sleep already.
Evening, Noah. Couldn't sleep.
Just out for a walk. What about you, Hildy?
I've been double-checking everything for tomorrow. We can't afford a single mistake in such an important battle.
Yeah.
You know, I had my reservations when Sane told me he was deserting the Empire. My entire life had been built around my military career, and the thought of turning my coat was unimaginable.
So, why'd you do it?
Because I owe a debt to House Kessling and Sane's father. In fact, that's how I ended up becoming Sane's aide. He always seemed conflicted, both when he was out on missions and when he was placed under Dukes Aldrich's command. I'm sure he was just as conflicted by his decision to leave, but the moment he did, it was like the shackles came off. He was finally free to fight for his own beliefs, and I could see he was happy. That's why I went along with him, because seeing him happy also made me happy. I believe we have you to thank for being such a strong influence on Sane.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, it's true. So, on behalf of the Lieutenant, allow me to extend my deepest thanks. You helped him discover that he could walk his own path through life. You set him free.
Oh, I don't. I mean, that seems a little... Wait. Really?
I think I'll get back to work, Commander. Don't stay up too late. We need you on top form tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Slow down, General! You're overdoing it before the big battle.
It'll take more than a few drinks to topple the mighty Kogan! Oh! Ho there, cousin! Come for a little pre-battle celebration?
He wouldn't come see us for that!
Oh, you're no fun. Listen, cousin, when I'm done tearing up the battlefield tomorrow, I'm gonna throw my head back and shout, "Victory!" with a big belly laugh. Just for you.
Seriously though, Noah, we don't have any doubts you're gonna lead us to a win.
Practically a given! Hey!
Wish us luck out there, cousin. Not that we need it.
That'll be fun to celebrate with once we win the war.
My, but here's a rare guest. You are the last person I expected to wander in.
A young woman alone in the enemy camp? You're fortunate my officers spotted and reported you.
A woman is less likely to be summarily cut down than a man. And besides, sometimes one must cross the fire to reach water.
Meaning what? You haven't come to offer terms of surrender, I presume.
No, the others are determined to fight on the morrow despite the odds.
Then why?
I wish to remove myself from their foolish gamble.
You intend to surrender alone?
Certainly not. I'd sooner break my own knees than bend one to the Dukes.
Please just get to the point.
During the confusion before tomorrow's battle, I intend to take several of my oldest attendants and flee this place. I have come here to buy safe passage.
Your terms?
After the battle commences, but before Kinan storms the castle, I need a guarantee we will be let through unharmed. We will abandon the others at the last possible moment, and with your troops at the gates, the Alliance will be unable to pursue.
Only you would dare to attempt a purchase of your freedom while coming to us empty-handed.
House Groom's entire fortune is hidden in a secret treasure vault in Eltisweiss. It is yours, if you but agree.
A tempting offer. However...
If you do this, House Groom's name will be dishonored forever.
I have more important things to protect than honor and glory. Let them name me a coward. At least I'll be alive to hear it. Here, the signet ring of House Groom, to sweeten the deal if I have failed to convince you already. Are we agreed?
It's no secret that you humans value your necks above all else. But very well, we are agreed. I only wish I could have seen that sniveling wretch, Salus Baelrunt, beg for his life.
I've sent the others away. It's safe.
I thank you for granting me a meeting on short notice, General. I have something that I think you should see.
I was under the impression House Kessling had sided with Dukes Aldrich.
As head of my house, I had a responsibility to ensure my family's survival. All the same,
You've had a change of heart.
under the Duke's nose, I solicited the help of some nobles who oppose him, and used a collaborator in the Intelligence Bureau to get my hands on this.
And what have we here? Is this genuine?
He managed to keep this one seal hidden from the Dukes. I should not have to tell you, it is authentic.
You've crossed a perilous bridge, Craig.
Perhaps. But no matter what banner he stands under, my son is my son.
Hey there, Noah! You all fired up for the big day? Might even be the most important day of our lives. Not to the pressure or anything, which I'm probably doing, so I'll just shut up now.
Yeah, I'm ready.
She's right, you know. It is the most important day of our lives.
Everyone's gathered in the Great Hall. You coming?
Right behind you.
Welcome, good patrons, one and all.
There once was a donkey who had grown too old to work anymore. His owner had a mind to stop feeding him, so the donkey decided it was time to run away. Putting the village behind him, he set out for town, determined to make it as a musician. Along the road, he came across an old dog.
Hello? What's the matter, friend? You look so very tired.
My master sent me away because I'm too old to go hunting with him anymore.
Well, I have an idea. Why don't you come to town with me, and we'll become musicians together?
So, that's exactly what the two of them did. Further up the road, they met a cat too old to catch mice and a rooster that was going to be slaughtered for supper. And before long, their merry band of two had become a merry band of four.
Heavens above, I'm too old for this. How I'd love to roll around by the stove. I can't take another step.
Hey, look! I see light coming from those windows. Let's ask if we can stay the night.
A fine idea, friend. Let's do just that.
Now, just hold on. Perhaps we should have a look first. Something smells funny to me.
When the four animals peered into the house, they saw a band of robbers sitting down to a mouth-watering feast.
Another successful day, eh, boys?
Those crooks! Why do they get to eat and not us?
Oh, how I hunger. Can we take just a smidge of their food?
If only we could chase the robbers away.
Actually, I think I know just the trick.
And what a delightful idea it was! The animals wasted no time in giving it a try. The dog climbed onto the donkey's back, the cat climbed onto the dog's back, and the rooster climbed onto the cat's back.
All together now, friends?
Bark! 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 Bark!
Meow! Poopy!
Bark! 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 Bark!
Meow! Meow! Meow!
Cock-a-doodle-doo! A monster!
Startled, the robbers fled for their lives and never returned again. And the four animals, pleased with their yummy prize and cozy house, forgot about music and decided to settle down for good.
Welcome, good patrons, one and all.
This is the tale of the brilliant, kind, and decidedly unrapacious Isha, who successfully revitalized her town of New Nevea. Oh, nailed it, huh?
Not so fast, you! The barrows are treacherous. You mustn't go inside.
Blah, blah, blah. Just try and stop, CJ. Go ahead, try.
Well, that's not very nice.
Fairly sure I played a bigger role in this story, mate. Leave it to me, Isha.
The three of them started out like oil, water, and something else that doesn't go with oil or water. But in time, they became fast friends.
Follow my lead.
The treasure is just ahead. Don't give up, team.
I was there too, you know. I think I deserve more lines.
Yes, it was a tale of action, adventure, but also heartwarming moments.
Wow, Isha! You're such a great cook on top of everything else.
Why, thank you. A delicacy from the haven of New Nevea itself. They're inexpensive, but quite delicious.
I never truly lived until I delivered this to my stomach.
Everybody should visit New Nevea so they can stuff themselves silly.
And then, at long last, a final showdown with their nemesis.
Insert exposition here. You will never thwart my evil plans.
Stand back, everyone. You have done enough already. I must face him alone, even if it costs me my life.
What are you saying? You promised we'd be together always.
That's right. You said we'd make it out of here alive and have a full course feast back in New Nevea.
Enough! Have you resigned yourself to your fate?
Do your worst, fell sorcerer. In the name of love and justice and the holy sword Astra, I will vanquish thee. Oh, what fun!
Gasp! Whatever will become of Isha and her merry companions? If you want to know how their story ends, then book a trip today to the land of dreams and adventure, New Nevea. Gorge yourself on fine cuisine, take in the breathtaking scenery, receive free stamps. Don't just visit, stay forever. Brought to you by the New Nevea Restoration Bureau.
Well, the gang's all here.
Sorry for running late.
That's unusual for you, my lady.
I had a few odds and ends to attend to. There's just so much to get ready.
Are you ready to move out?
Yes, it's time.
The day has come for our final battle with Dukes Aldrich and his Imperial Legion. Our fates will be decided this day, as well as the fates of countless others.
Dukes Aldrich seeks to claim the power of the rune lenses for his own ambitions, and is sacrificing innocent lives to do so. We have to stop him, no matter the cost. Look around you. We have parents, children, siblings, lovers, and friends, both new and old. People whose homes and countries stand imperiled, whose ideals and cultures are on the brink. Everyone here has something worth protecting, and we will fight to the last to keep them safe. Together we fight! Together we triumph!
For the sake of the people and places we love, let us claim this victory together!
Are you ready to show those imps the steel of the Alliance?
We worked endless nights to get you weapons and equipment, and we know you won't let that be in vain.
And if you thought breakfast was good, you're gonna love tonight's victory feast.
We believe in you!
Yar! We be fighting for the glory of all races!
These Imperial cravens don't stand a chance!
These are our lands. It's our responsibility to defend them. And defend them we will.
Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, onward to victory!